Peace and prosperity, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm coming live from Dorset in the southwest of the UK, from Osho Leela, which is a personal development center where I've been pretty much spent most of my year, where a lot of growth has been facilitated. I lived here at the start of the year for a few months, and then I flew the nest, but I've spent a lot of time coming back and forth, volunteering for all kinds of different festivals. And now I'm here. It is September the 16th, today 15th. I just finished this Embodied Love festival. I thought it was called the Intimacy Gathering Under 40s, but it's called Embodied Love, which, it's all about, it's like a festival based around sexuality and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know why I'm making this video. There's no structure. Literally, I just was about to pack up my tent and leave, but something was telling me like, yo, get the camera out. And I was like, I haven't really got the energy for that because there's been so much social interaction. If you see me and I'm in these kind of spaces, I'm very sociable and stuff like that, but I very much need my own time, my own space to process all the madness that's going on in my life. So I was just like, do I have to do it now? But I'm starting to really honor spirit's choices through me, and I'm being navigated and called to do certain things, and I'm really gonna start taking action and honoring that more, because that is where the magic is at. So I decided to grab the camera. Again, I got no structure, I got no idea what I'm gonna talk about, but so I decided to come here. I actually came as a participant for the first time, so I've been volunteering at these festivals throughout the year. Been coming here. Osho Leela is like my family. It's funny because outside I don't get any hugs, no physical touch. It's pretty harsh out there. I shouldn't even speak those words into existence, but it is what it is. Pretty much survival energy where I live. And then I come through Osho Leela, I haven't been here for a while, I walk through the door and it's like hugs everywhere, you know what I'm saying? What's that flying around? Excuse the noise, I can hear the southwestern train and also something flying above. Also the birds chirping. Also I'm wearing green, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to nature, shout out all the earth energy around. But basically what I'm trying to say is, the reason I came as a participant for the first time is because I heard that it was closed off just for the participants, so volunteers couldn't partake. And I was like, actually, maybe it's time for me to come as a participant. And as I've been through the year working on myself and my energies and opening myself up to stuff I never thought I'd be doing, you know what I'm saying? That I'm actually living and I'm fully embodying at the moment, you know what I'm saying? I know those that know me or those who've been following my journey be like, whoa, this guy's constantly shifting and changing. I'm literally at such a new standard of my being. I'm actually fully embodied now. So I'm gonna say those words, that I'm the real embodiment of what I'm talking. I'm no longer just talking the talk, I'm actually walking the walk right now. So I know there was a lot of confusion within my energetic field of who I am and what I've been presenting, and there was a lot of self-doubt, there was a lot of guilt, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of unworthiness. I thought I was mad about my journey, my path, but a lot of stuff was revealed / confirmed and stuff like that, and my infrastructure was changed as of recent times at Medicine Festival, blah blah blah, activation in the bushes, mushrooms, sassafras, moves, rah! So basically, I got lost in what I was saying, but pretty much I'm a new evolved me, which is wonderful. And I was really during this festival because, let me talk about intimacy, because it was all about intimacy and exploring sexual energy. So I pretty much had blockages my whole life. Obviously the mother wound, I had my first relationship last year, age 31. So some of you like, what, 31 years it took for you to be in a relationship? Well, madness. I literally lived, people will never believe the kind of life that I lived, and the trauma, the hell, the suppression, the oppression, the depression, all the pressions weighing on me, that I lived at this horror and this narrative and this self-torture and self-hatred and that I lived in my whole life. yeah, definitely females was not on the card. And even though there's been times where, yeah, I've been looking fresh and yeah, like I've had money and like this and that, but never in my life did I attract females. There was something in my energetic field that may have repelled them. Also, I was maybe closed off and blocked and I wasn't ready for that. So although a female may have admired me, there was something in my energy that was saying no. So what I'm trying to say is that even if you look good, it doesn't matter, because I've always kept myself to a certain standard of appearing well. All through the shit that I've lived, I've always kept a good standard of maintaining myself, probably because I'm the Virgo Prince, the way I dress, the way, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. But that don't mean anything, because energy speaks first. Energy is the original language. So our body picks up on these subtle information. And yeah, I've had so much blockages with women my whole life, which stems from my relationship with my mum. So yeah, the mother wound is pretty deep and is the basis, is the foundation of my relationship with females and myself, first of all. So yeah, but because I've gone through so much openings recently, I thought, yeah, this is my time to come to this intimacy gathering under 40s. So much transformation as of recently. Let me just keep the hype going while the energy's still here, because I'm aware that the seasons change, everything is temporary, what goes up goes down, the pendulum swings, universal laws and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I came, I had no idea what I was getting myself in for. Like most things on the path, I just kind of followed the calling and I flew with it, blah, blah, blah. I came here and yeah, I'm still, probably why I didn't want to make the videos, because I'm still processing it, but I also know that so much change happens to me when I leave these experiences and I kind of move on to some other madness, or something else happens and I've kind of forgotten about what. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm still processing what happened, but what I can say is I met so many beautiful beings, connected with so many beautiful people, and the stage that I'm at in my life, which I'm radiating a real potent, magical, soft, loving, mystical, yeah, a little mysterious, kind of elusive prince kind of energy at the moment. And it was lovely for, well, it's good and bad for people to meet me in that energy. Why did I say it was good? It was good because I'm emanating love, so I'm also seeing the love and beauty in others, but bad in a way that I get how it can trigger people, that I'm shining so hard and I'm feeling really confident in myself and I'm glowing, and there's a lot going for me right now. I'm very, very aware that there's a lot going for me right now, but that hasn't always been the story. But as I'm explaining to people, like obviously, like for example, my dance, like when you see me dancing, hands down, most powerful on any dance floor, unmatchable energy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out that girl, yeah, Hannah, her name is. She also had this undeniable, the undeniable force flowing through her on the dance floor, and that was matchable. But yeah, right now I'm really going through some stuff on the dance floor, and I get, you know, people probably see that and be like, oh yeah, he's been dancing forever, rah, rah. But it's like, actually, it's been about 3 weeks. I've actually been doing all this madness with lifting my arms up, and I'm gonna make a video about that. Like when I started dancing, I was kind of just doing this ghetto thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't lift my hands higher than like here, innit? So, and I had this activation at Medicine Festival where I was like pulling in the energies and doing all this madness, and now I'm an absolute freak on the dance floor. But guess what? Coming soon, I'm gonna create some sort of workshop or space or something that's gonna inspire and help people to unlock this stagnation and tightness and stiffness and release ourselves with these stories that we cannot move and we cannot express. Because guess what? Movement, dancing is ultimate liberation, especially if you're like me and you're in your head all the time, analyzing everything, systems, structures, rigidity, constant analytics, constant, my energy seeping out, reading everyone's life story and stuff like that all the time. For me, dance has really been the only way to get me out of this crazy, powerful mind that I have, and I actually enter a state in complete flow where I'm just like, literally like letting the music take control of me, and I'm being an absolute freak on the dance floor, you know what I'm saying? Powerful energy. But yeah, in the future, definitely I'm gonna construct something to guide people on how to loosen up, because as I've been going through the steps myself, I've definitely see the formula through the scientific perspective. But anyway, I probably will make a video about that, so I shouldn't even said all this stuff because I'm just kind of gonna have to relay it again. But this is what's coming out of me right now. Like I said, I had no idea what I'm gonna talk about, but I understand that the mercurial energy is flowing through me right now, so I've got to keep going. But basically, what can I speak on the intimacy gathering, the Embodied Love Under 40s Festival? What I can say is that, yeah, I realized that my journey with sexuality is a bit of a mystery. And what I'm actually saying here, what I understood, the key takeaways, I'm not going to get into like what some of the workshops were about and stuff like that, because I can't really think right now, but basically what I understood is that my sexuality is very sacred. It's very personal, it's very sacred. It's not a show, it's not something that I feel the need to display or experiment with publicly, if that makes sense. Everyone's on their own journey, and I understood that that's my journey. And I was questioning, is that my rejection wound? Is it my rejection wound why I'm not approaching females, even though I'm aware that females are attracted to my energy at the moment? You know what I'm saying? I can say that, I've observed it. Is it my rejection wound that's stopping me from connecting with females? Am I being protected from entangling with females on an energetic level? What is it? So yeah, I did think about the rejection thing. The rejection thing did come up for me a lot. Do I still have this thing? And like, but I realized no, because a lot of stuff used to come from shame. So I had so much shame about myself growing up, about who I was, how my body was, whether I'd be able to perform, and all that kind of stuff, like based around intimacy. But I'm actually really confident now, to the point where I could have probably danced in front of however 100 people were here naked. I could have quite comfortably got on a stage and funked it out naked, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that I lack confidence, it's not that I lack confidence in my sexual abilities either. So what is it? And I think, as you know, I'm into fasting. If you haven't watched my fasting videos, check them out. When I do fasting, I realized that women are very similar to food. No offense, I hope you don't take that, let me break that down. It's like the biggest temptation in this lifetime as a man is a woman. Divine woman. Ooh, incredible. No one can deny it. The force, the graciousness, the feminine qualities. That alone, that's just, I'm talking about admiring the physical nature of a female. I'm not even going to get into the skills and what kind of energies can be created and appreciated and accepted. That's a whole other ball game. And then the other temptation we also have is food. Now, this is something we're all addicted to, something we don't go a day without unless you're like me who's fasting all the time. The temptation of food is massive. But I realized, and this is what I've been saying to people recently, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. And I'm not talking about weight gain, I'm talking about that 1 minute that you're eating this cheeseburger. Oh, the cheeseburger tastes incredible. Oh, the senses are going wild. Oh my God, it tastes so good. But lifetime on the hips means, I'm gonna have to change that saying. It means that for those few moments of pleasure, that selfish pleasure just to get our senses going, that cheeseburger, man, is going through our sacred divine temple, man. Our body is sacred and we're putting this false information through our system, and that has to linger around and kind of destroy our inner workings a bit, sabotages our inner workings, our purity. And you'll only understand that when you fast. So I kind of see that the same as women. Like, women are a big temptation also. If you don't practice semen retention like me, because on my semen retention journey, I have transcended lust. That's why it's very easy for me to connect with females although they think most of the time I'm coming onto them when I'm not. I just don't look at them like sexual objects. And because I asked them about more time on gathering data about astrology, and I'm just generally interested in human beings and also appreciate feminine energy a lot. Yeah, I've kind of transcended that thing of lust and desire, which is a hindrance sometimes, because that a lot of the time is the driving force that attracts a man to a woman and makes him go ahead, and I don't have that. But I also feel like that is protecting me from entanglement. But what I'm trying to say is, I kind of lost the point, is yeah, the temptation of a woman, just like this big indulgent chocolate cake filled with sugar, gluten, all this bad stuff. It looks good and it tastes good, but is it really good for our system? That one moment of the indulgent chocolate cake, and it's got to go through our system, sugars and all this kind of unnatural stuff going through our system. It's kind of like the temptation of a woman, you know what I'm saying? Unless she's a queen, but let's be real, a lot of us are contaminated energetically through stuff we've done in this lifetime, past lifetimes, entities attached to us, the diet that we eat. Guys, come on, man, let's switch up, let's clean up our act, man. It's time we started cleaning up our act and actually started, you know, taking in right information and clearing our system through diet, through the choices that we make. Whatever, drugs, alcohol, previous partners. Man, we have a lot in our field, in our energetic field. So sexual energy exchange, that is a shortcut to entanglement that you don't want. And I'm speaking from experience as a man in my past who did not connect with any females, and I resorted to going to see escorts and stuff like that because I still wanted to feel human, and I still wanted touch, and I still wanted to, you know, do my thing, you know what I'm saying? So I had to resort to that, and also my inability to connect with females, that was a way that I could engage in like the sport of sex, not the emotional sex. So I also damaged my energetic field a lot through those means. So again, like most things on the path, all the darkness I've been through, I've transmuted. So through that darkness, I've now really understood the vital importance of protecting and preserving your energy, not just your sexual energy, just everything about our energetic field is very sacred. So yeah, the entanglement of being with a woman, what, for a little bit of pleasure, then to absorb all of their energies. Not saying that I'm pure and won't let off any bad energies or whatever. Maybe not, maybe, who knows. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not fooled by the temptation of the chocolate cake, if you know what I'm saying. Just because you look good doesn't mean I'm gonna be like falling at your feet and like desperate to engage with you, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're a queen, unless you're on the path, unless you're taking care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Then, really, things are predetermined for me in my life anyway. So if it is time for me to engage in something, then it will be. But for now, I'm good. I'm staying in my own field. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is I found myself waffling. I'm just kind of reflecting back to myself and exposing myself at the same time. So if any of you try to hold that stuff against me, then that's not cool, man, because I'm out here being open and vulnerable with what I'm trying to decode and learn for your benefit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here conducting experiments and I'm sharing with the world and being open and being vulnerable with my experiences, you know what I'm saying, to somehow help you on your path and on your journey. So yeah, all in all, very well held space and so many beautiful people. And you know what the highlight for me was? At the end, we just gathered round in a circle, closing circle, and then we made these little bridges. So there's like these bridges where we had to go like that opposite someone, and people had to go through two at a time. And as you was going through, people were like throwing compliments at you and stuff like that. And man, since I found my self-worth and all that kind of stuff, and I love myself now, and I value myself after nearly 33 years of not loving myself, I'm finally starting to accept compliments. And people have been complimenting me for a while over these last few years because of my intellect and stuff like that. But I always negated it because I was stuck in my guilt and my shame about who I am and all this kind of stuff. But now I'm like, okay, I am lit, whatever. I'm really starting to accept compliments, and I was saying I'm used to like being attacked all the time, and I was like, this was like being attacked constantly, but with love. So it was like getting stabbed with a love heart. And it was like, I was just going through this bridge, these bridges, and people were saying the most incredible things to me, even people that I hadn't connected with said some stuff to me, and it touched my heart, oh my life. And it didn't feel like they were just like mundane comments, because like some people I didn't connect with, I would say kind of like mundane stuff instead of personal stuff to them. And I really felt, with my intuition, that I'm beginning to trust a lot more, that people really meant what they were saying, and it was like real compliments and confirmation of what is actually happening to me right now, which is I am in my power, and there is an aura of mysticism and magneticism and wisdom flowing through me, and flavor, of course, you know what I'm saying? So that was, yeah, it's actually been a few times today that I've actually come really close to crying, like really close, where I felt the emotion coming up. But for some reason, I'm not at that stage yet where I can actually fully break through and cry. Inshallah, one day, coming soon, the tears will be able to flow, because, yeah, man, the waters are definitely flowing through me. And on that note, there was a workshop by this wonderful soul named Ria, very powerful new earther, here to change the world. Also a lot of Virgo queens. I've always been intrigued by Virgo. Obviously I'm a Virgo, the Virgo prince, but I've always been intrigued by Virgo women, but I've never really came across them. And I met so many Virgo women this weekend. God bless them all. But yeah, basically this woman, Ria, she's done this workshop, and we sat in a group, and it was like, what is sexuality? And I never pondered what is sexuality. And one of the things that someone mentioned was fluidity. And I was like, fluidity. And I was like, hold on. Whoa. I'm a man, I've got no water in my birth chart, in my astrological chart. There's no water. My South Node is in Cancer, that is it. Earth, air, little bit of fire, we can see that, we can feel that for sure. Where the hell did all this, where did this fluidity come from? Well, guess what? Sexuality, life force, energy, semen retention, life force, boom, movement, channeling, movement, sexual energy, sexual potency. This is what's happening to me right now, guys. Something clicked, and I realized that my sexual energy is being expressed through my movements. And the sexual energy, let's not look at it in the lower state. It's not sleazy, it's not sleazy, it's not cheap. It's life force energy, which is the creative force of the field. And this is what's radiating through me in my dance. And if you've ever seen me on the dance floor, you'll know there's something magical and potent going on. I'm also on the dance floor because, somatics, we hold on to a lot of stuff. I've held on to a lot of stuff my whole life. I've been so stagnated, holding on to all these traumas and memories and So on the dance floor, I'm really going through processes of like letting stuff out, but I'm also pulling new stuff in. It's like the dance is like a channel, like a gateway of like, yeah, from heaven to earth, you know what I'm saying? And like back up, what goes up goes down, as above, so below. It's like the dance is allowing me to kind of really, yeah, especially with the mushrooms and stuff like that. But yeah, now I realized that, yeah, man, it's a good way for, because those that know me talking about the semen retention journey, motion is lotion. So if you're stagnating on it, there's no point. What are you doing with the energy? So yeah, the movement and the dance is really allowing me to shift that energy and allow the energy to spread through me. That's why I'm really powerful, and there's a lot of clarity and yeah, a lot of magneticism, a lot of mysticism flowing through me right now, because the dance is allowing me to move that life force energy around me, which is allowing me to be really tapped in, which is enhancing my abilities, my powers, and I really am in the driver's seat at the moment. I am aware that the seasons are changing. It's, yeah, the equinox next week. We're officially entering into autumn. It's actually my birthday next Friday. So yeah, end of Virgo season. 33, the master teacher, my Jesus age. It's all been a build up to this point, guys. I can't lie, the future is looking really good. You know why? Because the present is good, you know what I'm saying? And the present creates the future. So right now, alhamdulillah, I'm super blessed. I welcome more change, more transformation, more love, more blessings, more abundance into my life, more knowledge that I can share with the people, because guess what? My path isn't for me. Transpersonal karma, 5-1 generator. Rah! This is for the collective. You are witnessing history right now, because guess what? I'm pulling my finger out. It's time. North Node in Capricorn in the 5th house. All of this stuff was predestined, predetermined. I keep telling people to look into the sciences, human design, astrology. All of the answers are there. I just done 2 readings just now. Powerful. I'm going to start doing astrological readings soon, because you know what, guys? I've been studying. I've been in the shadows, like I said, conducting my experiments. And guess what? I'm ready. I'm ready. The stabilizers are coming off and I'm ready to come out into the world. And I've been observing more so, this festival wasn't so much about me exploring the sexual intimacy kind of stuff, because I'm a bit like, not blocked from it, but it's like, okay, yeah, this isn't so much my thing. But it was more so about me being with the people and observing how my energy is being reciprocated. And also another thing that I really observe is how people hold space and people facilitate. Because I know my time is coming soon. My time is coming now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all in all, yeah, man, amazing time. I'm actually sitting in ceremony next week on my birthday, on my 33rd. So yeah, I'll probably be making a video about that. But yeah, it turns out it was a really good video. Like I said, I need to start actually listening to spirit more when I'm being told to do certain things and act on it and not be stuck in my comfort and what I think is the right thing, because that's often the ego, and there's a lot of magic and just kind of stepping into the unknown and the flow of life, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, what's next? What's next? Like I said, ceremony next week, and I'm also going to be creating a page to post videos of me dancing, also with my knowledge as well, so it's going to be like a 2-in-1 combo. And yeah, I just kind of feel like it's time to end the video because I'm actually getting really hungry, really empty right now. I'm going back to the ends tonight, driving back tonight, gonna have just dinner here now, Osho, Leela. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching this and you participated here, it's wonderful if I connected with you. If I didn't, we were there in spirit. And yeah, I just respect anyone for showing up to something like this. And yeah, it's good times, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, gonna leave it at that. And yeah, man, sending a lot of love, man. And I'm actually in a place that I can really send and transmit love and also receive love for the first time in my life. So I will see you on the next video, whatever that will be. Maybe one about my second ayahuasca experience. Peace.